The Lego 3-in-1 Space Roller Coaster. I'm Joost from Kids Toy Studio and I'm here with the Lego 3-in-1 Space Roller Coaster. Now the cool thing here is that you can build 3 different types of buildings here. Now the Space Roller Coaster is the one at the front of the box, so this is build 1 and you get 3 separate books, so you can make each one of these. So that's pretty cool. So it really is a lot going on here. Now you can see you still have a few blocks left, and that's always cool that Lego does that, because when you lose some you can still build this thing, and some you might need for one of the other builds, but almost all of the blocks are used here, and that's well cool that Lego is able to do that, make 3 distinct different sets and still use all of the pieces. So these are all carnival rides. This is a roller coaster. You can make like the spinny thing where the spaceships go around really fast, and you can make a cool space rocket where the seats shoot up, and all of these are in space theme. So this is a great gift for anyone, for any kid who loves space stuff. Now the cool thing here is that it's also glow in the dark. So you have a few of these dots here, and these are glow in the dark, and one light brick is also in here, so that can give a little light here. As you can see, this Comet has a little light, so that's also quite cool, especially if you play with this in the dark. It's not really advertised as glow in the dark, but I think that's a nice extra feature here that you get. Now there's a lot of detail here. You have the Comet that can give light, and that's made with a Lego light brick. So if you push that, it will give light, and the batteries are already in there. Of course, you have all of the detail here with the space logo sign, and this is a little bit of like Lego dots. I don't know if you know that. With Lego dots you get all of these flat Lego pieces, and you can make cool patterns. And they've used that a little bit here, like with the space logo right here. And of course you have the cart that can go around the track, and this can go around the track quite easily. These are specially made Lego carts for this, so they have wheels on them, but they also clamp right here onto the track, so they don't come off very easily. So this really rides, well, it's not motorized. It might be because it said battery included, but it's not motorized. But it does roll quite well by itself, and it won't fall off because of the clamps in there. And when they go across here, this one moves, so that's pretty fun thing as well. There's just a lot of detail here. One of my favorite things was building this little thing right here. It's like the little bouncy toy that you always have near malls or near carnivals, and you can twist this thing here and it will it will move. I think that's quite ingenious. But that also explains these things why this is for 9+, because this is the first build you do, and it's immediately a quite difficult technical Lego, so my son really needed a little help with this. Of course you can build this with a little bit younger kids. My son is 5, but I had help quite a lot with this, and it is a large set. It has 874 pieces, so this can take you all afternoon to build, or if you have smaller children you really need to do this in several steps. Of course, having all of these separate bags helps with that. But this was my favorite. I mean, look at that little space guy. It's the classic Lego space person with that classic smile, but just then in a really miniature version. So that's one of my favorite things here about this whole set, just that little guy. Of course, this guy in a spacesuit is really cool as well. I mean, this is a really cool helmet, so getting that for this set is quite cool as well. And you have 2 children, so there are 5 characters in total, 2 employees, 1 maintenance person, and the space guy right here. So that's also pretty cool. And I really loved building the alien in here in the rock with the tentacles. That was a pretty cool thing. So building this, it could have been quite repetitive, because building the base wasn't that interesting. This is a very large base, and you just need to click the different large blocks onto each other. But what they did is they first did one section, and then you could build all of these other extra cool things, and then they just added on the second section in a later part of the book. So you didn't have to build this whole base all at once. So I think that's what kept it a lot more interesting for me. And what was really cool to build here was this space dock here, where the people can move through and then get into the carts right over here. And then on top there's like this little dome with plants, so a little mini space dome where they grow the plants. So there's really a lot of detail here. I love building it, and my 5-year-old has been having a lot of fun with this. So I really recommend it for any kid, if you're helping out or not, whether they're a little bit younger or 9 years old, like it says here on the box, who are really into space.